But when they don't care about you leaving, the shit test will ramp up. So you have to make the decision. Okay, am I gonna leave with my damn Am I gonna leave with my damn dignity? Okay, or am I gonna dignity? Or am I gonna keep letting this woman disrespect me? Okay, guys, and then ultimately at some point she's either gonna leave me, okay, or she's gonna cheat on me. In both scenarios, I will not be mentally straight. Okay, like you got to be on. I don't care how red pill, whatever. When a woman either cheats on you or abruptly leaves you unexpectedly, the shit hurts. G, I remember, bro, when a woman cheated on me. G, I was in college. What's going on? What's happening, fellas? It's your boy KD. Let's get right into it. So today, you're going to find out if it's time to leave the woman you're either dating or in a relationship with. Now, I'm going to do two things for you today. I'm going to give you the signs that you probably need to leave this chick, and I'm going to give you reasons why most men never leave the women they either in a relationship with, dating, or even married to. Okay, fellas? Now, disclaimer, I am not one of these red pill coaches that's OD and that's about to tell you if your woman fart, you need to leave her. Or if she forget to make you a cup of coffee Tuesday morning, you need to leave her and kick her out your house. Bro, this is real life, all right? This is real life. I love relationships, G. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm purple pill. But at the same time, there are non-negotiable things that you should understand that are reasons, clear reasons why you should leave a woman. Now, after this video, you should have clear understanding, clear clarity whether or not you should kick this chick out. Because the reality is most of the problems that a lot of guys go through, G, is because they with women that they not even supposed to be with, bro. Okay, I would never tell you just to up and leave a woman for some random reason, especially if you done invested in her, you done took time, like getting to know her, you done went on all these dates, y'all in a relationship, y'all probably got kids, y'all probably married, so I ain't just about to tell you to leave her, bro. That's unwise for me to do. I got a lot of men that follow me, so if I go around just telling men to leave their relationships, I'm gonna have a bunch of unhappy men because we know one of the facets of life is being in a fulfilled relationship with a woman. Okay, I love women, G. I would never tell you just to up and leave. But you need to understand life, and you need to understand that there's some problems that you cannot afford. Now, another disclaimer. If you're watching this video, I will assume that you are a man chasing excellence and you're trying to be the best version of yourself. Now, if you're not, this doesn't apply to you. Stay with the chick. Continue to go through the damn problems you're going through. Whatever. All right, G? But if you're trying to be the best version of yourself, you need a woman that's on your program. You need a woman that's willing to comply. First, you need to be working on being the best version of yourself so you're worth that respect. But you need a woman who respects you. Okay, fellas? Now, the first sign that you probably need to leave your woman is if you guys are arguing too much. All right, fellas. Now, cliche saying, couples argue. When people are in relationships, they argue. That's what you're going to hear a lot. People going to tell you that arguing is normal. All right. I had this conversation with my girl the other day. I said, yes, arguing is normal. That is a normal response to two people who have been brought up in different scenarios, different environments, who probably have different perspective on a lot of topics that matter in relationships. But at the same time, when the arguing becomes frequent and excessive to the point to where it's every other day or every week. Now, I will be honest, G, at some point, maybe it's your fault. All right, you probably doing something, G. You probably cheating on her and never made it clear that you were going to be dealing with other chicks, or you probably not paying attention to her, or whatever the case may be. You might be not leading. That's your fault, G. You probably need to fix that. But sometimes it's her fault. Sometimes she's the one starting the argument. Sometimes she's the one messing up and it's ending in a verbal altercation every time it happens. Okay, guys? Now, if it's her fault and she just doing this shit and you guys are arguing every day and it's happening like over a 3-month, 6-month, year, 2-year, 3-year long span, you shouldn't even be making it a year long arguing with a chick every other day. I'm going to be honest with you. At some point, after like a few months, you should be like, yeah, this ain't going to work, G. this probably ain't gonna work. We doing the most right now. Like I can't even focus on what the hell I'm doing every day. We arguing so much. Okay? If it's her, bro, and she's starting the argument, she's fucking up. She's the reason why every time you try to talk to her about something or communicate, it ends up with an argument because she can't control her damn emotions like a grown adult should. Bro, you need to leave that relationship. Now, another thing about this, I will be specific about this. If it gets to a point to where it's just arguing every day, every other day, and it goes on for a long span of time, like 6 months or longer, gee, I don't care who fault it is at a point in time. I'm gonna be honest with you, because if I'm your homeboy and you come to me and like after 6 months, you've been coming to me every fucking week for 6 months straight, G, about you guys arguing, at some point, G, I don't care who fault it is. I'm like, bro, just break up. Like y'all arguing too much. Obviously, you guys are not equally yoked and you guys don't have a real connection. Because if you did, you wouldn't be arguing so damn much. So that's number one. If you guys argue too much. Now, that's the less intense one out of all of them. So I'm going to get that one out the way. Now, number two, disrespect. All right, guys. If a woman is constantly disrespecting you, G, okay, this is in life. Period. This ain't even about women, G. This is period. This is anybody in life. Anybody. Now, this is the problem in relationships, and this is why you need to leave a woman in a relationship when she disrespects you. Because in a real life altercation between two men, if another man disrespects you, one or two things are going to happen. Either you guys are going to reconcile, he's going to understand his offense, and he's going to be like, oh shit, my bad. All right, let's shake hands. White flag. I ain't really trying to make it go down like that, so let's just move on. Or it's going to end in a physical altercation. Okay? That's what happens between men. We only know one type of aggression. But when you're with a woman and she disrespects you, you can't act out in the same way with a woman than you can with a man. You have to be very careful. So it puts you in a horrible situation where you got to make the decision between you being calm and stoic and letting a woman disrespect you, or you knocking her upside her head. I don't recommend knocking her upside her head. So the best decision that you can make is leave, because I don't recommend the alternative of letting her disrespect you. Okay, guys? So if a woman is constantly disrespecting you, now, I will be specific about this one as well. Sometimes women mess up. Sometimes they slip up. When you're in a committed relationship or marriage, every now and then, your girl gonna slip up and say some dumb shit. I'm gonna be honest with you. It happens. Okay? Don't listen to these OD'd ass dudes that tell you the moment your girl say something crazy, you leave her. No, you probably gotta check her, but that don't mean you leave her. Now, if it's happening all of the time, okay, yes, now she doesn't even respect you at all. But sometimes women are gonna shit test you. Every now and then, G, every now and then. Don't get on your alpha red pill high horse. Oh, I don't never let a woman do shit. Man, shut up, bro. Sometimes they gonna talk shit every now and then. It should not be frequent and it should not be excessive. But every now and then it's gonna happen. All right, G? But if the shit tests are frequent, like it's happening all the time, what she's trying to tell you is she don't think you a real man and she don't think you a real G, and she's allowed to disrespect you. Because women who respect you, they gonna shit test you out of female nature every now and then, but they're gonna be conscious of not doing it frequently because they don't want to get on your bad side. They can see how bad it pisses you off when they disrespect you, so they don't want to keep doing that shit because they don't want you to leave. But when they don't care about you leaving, the shit test will ramp up. So you have to make the decision. Okay, am I gonna leave with my damn dignity? Okay, or am I gonna keep letting this woman disrespect me? Okay, guys, and then ultimately at some point she's either gonna leave me, okay, or she's gonna cheat on me. In both scenarios, I will not be mentally straight. Okay, like you gotta be honest. I don't care how red pill, whatever the fuck you are, G. When a woman either cheats on you or abruptly leaves you unexpectedly, the shit hurts, G. G, I remember, bro, when a woman cheated on me, G. I was in college, G. And I'm sitting in my room, bro, playing Madden. It's like my first year of college, G. I'm a freshman. I'm like a month in, and I'm still with my high school sweetheart, G. I'm playing the game, bro. She called me at like 11:30 at night. talking about I gotta tell you something. I'm like, what you mean you gotta tell me something? I'm playing a game right now. What's up? You could have texted me if you just gotta tell me something. She was like, no, I'm serious. And she got like this weird voice, like this concerned voice. So I'm thinking something happened. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking like she got pregnant before I left to go to school or something like that. And I get on the phone and she like, I gotta tell you something. I'm like, what's good? She like, I went out to a party. And I'm like, all right, cool. You had fun? And this was in my blue pill days, G. I used to let my girls go out and party, man. And I was in college, bro, fresh out of high school. She was like, so I went to a party. I'm like, okay, you have fun? She's like, yeah, it was okay, but I got to tell you something. I was like, I thought you just told me something. She was like, yeah, but I slept with somebody. And G, like everything started moving in slow motion, G. I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. I didn't even pause the game, G. I got sacked. Like I'm like, bruh. I was so mad, G. I threw the phone. I'm slamming my hand on the desk, G. I've been there, bro. It hurt, G. I love that girl, bro. Bro. I was hurt, G. You know how hard I went in practice the next day, bruh. I went and I played safety, G. I was knocking boys out. So I understand, bro. Heartbreak sucks. It sucks. So you don't want to put yourself in that situation. You can avoid that. I could have avoided that by going by one of my present rules that I have by not letting my girl go out and party. And if I'm with a girl who want to go out and party, I know that's a huge red flag. Okay, guys? So it's good to understand this shit today, G. So, another thing, guys, with the whole disrespect thing. Talking back and disobeying you. Now, a lot of women got this problem with this whole word obey. Like it's an issue. I'm going to tell you this. I'm talking about relationships. I'm not just talking about dating. I'm talking about relationships and marriages today, right now. If you're in a relationship with a woman and you dedicating your life to defending this woman, because we know in a situation, let's say randomly you walking with your chick, cliche situation, somebody approach y'all, somebody want to snatch her up, you're going to defend her and you probably might die. It's a probability you can die in that situation if the offender is a crackhead with a knife and he go to stab you in your ribs when you go to defend your chick. It can happen. So you're willing to do that, but this woman is saying she's not willing to obey you. So it's a lot of women that got a problem with this word. But if you're in a relationship, we all know as a man, if your woman is not willing to get on your program, that's what I mean by obey. I don't mean like a slave, like bark. When I say bark, I don't mean that. I mean obey. Like, this is where we going. This is what we doing. Okay? And if you're a competent man and she knows that, but she's still not willing to obey you, it's probably time to leave that woman, G. If she's constantly talking back to you. All right, this is a clear sign that a woman doesn't respect you. Any woman with common sense knows not to talk back to a man, especially if I'm in a relationship with him. But if she's doing this, G, she doesn't respect you. Okay? And the biggest reason why you need to leave at this point is because this is a downward spiral. This is not going to get better if you don't check it or you don't leave before it gets worse. I always say this, G. I'd rather stop a problem from happening than fix it. Okay, guys? So you need to understand this. But at this point, the reason why we're talking today is because the problem is already happening. So you probably need to leave at this point, G. Number 3, going out or having male friends. That's another sign. Especially if she wasn't doing this at the beginning. Okay, guys? Now, if you were a woman who was already going out and having male best friends and she came into the relationship like that and that was a norm, then you just a beta, G. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to keep it real with you. You're not a beta. You just need to understand life, all right? Let me correct myself. So going out and male friends, one sign is she's going to start being sneaky. Okay, guys, your woman start being sneaky. She start hiding her phone. She start flipping her phone over. Her phone normally on loud, but is now on silent. You feel me? She didn't have a passcode. Now she got a passcode. You know, she going out with male friends. You call her after work because she ain't come home yet. And then you like, hey, babe, where you at? Oh, I'm going out with Josh and Tim. Who the fuck is Josh and Tim? Gee, I don't know how guys be feeling. I'm going to be honest. I ain't never really had that feeling before. I'm going to be honest with you. I ain't never have me call my girl and I'm like, what you doing? She like, oh, I'm out with Josh and Tim. Or my girl asks me, can I ain't never have that. Because I always set that rule at the beginning, guys. You got to set that rule at the fucking beginning. No male friends. And then you let her make the decision whether or not if she's gonna comply, or it's goodbye. Y'all like that, huh? All right, so random behavior, okay? If she start giving you random behavior, and this is gonna kind of correlate with the going out and male friends. Like she usually come home at 7 every day or 9 every day, or she usually leave at 9 every morning, and now she leaving at these random times. She start going to these random places. Her schedule start flip-flopping aside of the norm. All right, guys, women typically stay on a kind of a consistent schedule unless they got a man in their life that kind of redirects it. But for the most part, most women in today's modern world kind of stay on a consistent schedule. Okay, unless they're like a OnlyFans girl or something like that. But they kind of on a consistent schedule, especially if they're working 9 to 5. But if that schedule start flip-flopping as far as like places she's going or time frames, bro, and all this stuff is going on too, you probably need to leave that woman. All right, guys, you probably need to leave that woman. I'm going to be honest with you, especially if she's not open about this random behavior. All right, guys, reason why? Because this can trickle down into other shit. Okay, guys? So if this is not checked at the beginning, like the first time she's at a place where you know she ain't never been, she ain't never supposed to be at, it's just some random ass shit and it starts piling up, you got to check it. Hey, what you doing? Where you been? Don't be a bitch. Like, be a real man. Ask her. Don't be scared that she gonna call you insecure. If that's your chick. You feel me? Like, if she gonna call you insecure for you knowing her whereabouts, bro, that's a fucking problem. That's a real fucking problem from the beginning, all right? So, random behavior. Now, guys, number 4, and this is a real big one. This one right here, most guys deal with this, okay, guys? Now, today I'm not going to show you how to fix this problem. I'm just going to show you that it is a problem and that you need to leave because this is a complicated one. When the intimacy stops. Okay, fellas, when she stops giving you sex, when she stops initiating sex, when she stops touching you, when she stops looking sexy for you, when she stops trying to make herself available for you, that's probably a sign you need to leave. Now, the reason why I say it probably is because this might be because of you. You might be slacking, therefore she's losing attraction for you. But if you on top level game and she just got comfortable, because this can happen. Some women get comfortable and then they stop having sex with you and shit like that. Now, the first thing you got to do, I guess I'll tell you what to do a little bit. Just say something. You got to be clear, okay, guys? If the intimacy is stopping in a relationship, guys, if it's just coming to a halt, and you still looking good, smelling good, on your shit, on your game, and it's just stopping, and you're trying to make contact with this woman, and she's rejecting you guys, you need to say, hey, I don't do the whole negotiating desire thing. What's good? Okay, guys? Now, if she got a problem and she let you know, hey, I'm losing attraction for you because you slacking, then get on your shit. That's your fault, to be honest with you. You got to be the best version of yourself because women are attracted to certain things because of hypergamy. But if she's no longer initiating contact with you, okay, guys, that is a sign for a lot of things. That is a sign that she might be cheating, guys. I'm going to keep it real with you, fellas. I ain't going to sugarcoat it. You going to have to swallow this shit, G, for real, all right? Like, she might be cheating, G, all right? She might be getting attention from another man. Okay, guys, women want and they seek validation. So if she's not seeking it from you, she may be seeking it from another man. Now, there's a caveat to this, okay? She may just be not feeling safe around you, G, in a real relationship because that's one of the things women desire. But at the same time, G, if this woman is not giving you any sex, and this usually happens in marriages, bro. I see so many married men, bro, depressed. I'm talking about mad, burnt, pissed the fuck off because they ain't getting no ass. And they want to cheat so bad, but they can't because they loyal men. Okay, guys? So you got to understand, bro, if you with a woman and she's not giving you one of the few things that you require from her, because we don't require much from women, bro. We require sex, loyalty, and compliance. And that's about it. And then remember, notice I didn't say beauty because you ain't even got to be that bad. I take an adjustable 6 if she come with all them other 3 things. You feel me? So, yeah, if she stops giving you sex. Now, the last thing before I get into the danger zone, okay, guys, you do not want to be here, fellas. All right? This is going to be the realest part. That's why y'all know I saved the game for the end. You do not want to be here, guys, okay? Because if you're here, understanding these signs don't even fucking matter if you're here. If you're here, you need to understand that you need to suck it the fuck up. Okay, guys, but I'm gonna get into it in a second. Number 5, looking for validation from other men. If she starts to dress sexy around other people but not around you, let's say if she goes out somewhere and she looking like the shit, but she never does that when y'all go out, G, that is a passive sign that you probably that time to go, especially if it's happening all the time. Okay, now a big one, a clear one, big red flag, guys. If she start posting provocative pictures and looking for validation and posting thirst traps on social media, you leave her, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you because she's showing you so much. She's showing you she don't respect you. She's showing you that she's willing to try to make you jealous. She's showing you that she's willing to disrespect you and go out and seek validation from other men and possibly get into God knows what with these other men. Gee, it's time to go. All right, it's time to go. You don't ever tolerate this shit. First of all, before you even get with a woman, this is a red flag. So if she's doing that before you get with her, like I said, you blue pill, bro, just like the other one. But it's time to go, G. All right, it's time to go. Now, this one I'm going to do for you guys. I'm going to get into the danger zone. Now, this is reasons why most men don't leave women. All right, fellas. And the reason why I call it the danger zone is because these are probably men who are probably the most depressed, G. I'm going to be honest with you in relationships. And when I say depressed, I don't mean like depressed like about the, I ain't talking about that, G. I'm talking about like you depressed like, fuck, man, I can't leave this bitch, bro. I want to leave her, but I can't, bro. All right, number 1, man. Number 1. Lack of abundance. Okay, guys? Most men cannot leave a woman because they lack abundance. Code for they lack options. All right, fellas? Most men don't have any other woman outside of the woman he talks to. Okay, guys? Now, let me be clear about this. Remember, I'm not an OD red pill coach, but I'm going to be clear about this. It is good to know that you have a couple of other chicks that's going to mess with you if your chick just up and want to leave one day, bro. I'm going to be honest with you. It's good to know. It's good to have a little money in the bank, G. It's good, G. It feel good. You can sleep better at night. I'm going to be honest with you. You can sleep way better at night. Like, you ain't worried about shit because you know if something happen, you got a backup. All right, fellas. Now, I'm not saying a backup to where you should be messing with another chick while you got a woman. I'm not for cheating on your woman if you haven't made it clear to her that you're going to be dealing with other chicks. But it's good to stay on your game with looks, money, game, and status. Even if you ain't got a chick to back up, you know you can get another one. All right, you just got the confidence that you can get another one. See, the mindset of having abundance is not just tangible. It's not just actually having women around. It's intangible as well. It's the ability to get women and the ability to walk the fuck away. All right, guys, this is what you got to understand about lack of abundance. See, a lot of guys think like, oh, I have a lack of abundance because I don't have a lot of women. That ain't probably even the reason. The reason is probably you don't even think you can get other women, bro. Like, you think you think this woman is the prize. Like, you put her so much on a pedestal to where you don't think you can get any other chick. All right, guys? So when you living like that, it is so hard to leave a woman. If you're dealing with all this shit, you probably still can't leave that bitch, bro, because you don't believe that you can get another woman. All right, fellas? Another one, and this is the biggest one. All right, guys? This is the biggest one. Fear of your damn emotions. Most guys have abundance. Most guys got 10, 15, 20, 30, 50, 100 other chicks that want him. But because he has a fear of missing this woman, this one fucking chick, this one fucking chick, that's a dress, G. This one chick, he has a fear of missing this one woman. He has a fear of this woman dealing with other men. He has a fear of staying awake at night, crying, boo-hooing, whining, missing this girl, looking at her pictures. He's scared of that feeling. He's scared of life. That is a part of life. I love when a woman leaves me and I gotta miss her. I'm actually experiencing an emotion. I rather feel the feeling of missing a woman, being depressed, being heartbroken, than not feeling love at all, G. All right, I'm gonna get sentimental with you guys. All right, I rather feel love than not feel it at all. to be honest with you. I'd rather have a beautiful woman, find out one day that she a 304, than not even understand what it feels to have love one day. All right, now I'm not just saying I'm gonna be frivolous about how I choose women. All right, guys, but my point is, I'm not scared of feeling a fucking emotion of leaving this woman and missing her one day, bro. I'm not. I don't care. Like, you got to get to a point where you just don't fucking care. A breakup shouldn't matter to you, bro. When you've been through real shit, this is why you need real G's around you. Cause when you got real G's around you that been around real shit, they'll tell you, bro, like, bro, you crying over a bitch? Really? Like, I ain't mad that you crying, but why you, like, move the fuck on, cry and work. Bro, you know how many times, bro, I'm not gonna lie. I tell you guys all the time, this relationship I was in for like 6 years, bro, I cried fucking like a week straight after we broke up, and I was still not getting over this chick for like 6 months, G. 6 fucking months, bro. I was still stuck on this girl. But I never fucking hit her up. Like, I didn't bitch about it. I still was messing with other chicks, still thinking about her, G. It was crazy, bro. So you can't fear these emotions. You're a fucking man. This like the least bit of fucking your worries, like losing a woman, bro. So if you have a fear of this, you seeing this woman posting pictures with some other man on social media, or you have a fear of having a thought of some man plowing this bitch, like, bro, like, get over it, G. Get over it, all right? I had to give you that imagery so you can get over it. All right, guys. Now, another thing that a lot of guys have, dependency. I got a spelling problem today, man. I don't know what's going on. So a lot of guys are too dependent on a woman. This is why they can't leave her. Now, this dependency can come from either a financial standpoint, an emotional standpoint, and it's mainly going to be a financial standpoint. I'm going to keep it real with you guys. Most women can't leave men because they're in a financial tie with this woman, whether he's dependent on her financially, they have like things that they're coincide with together, like they own a home together, or some cars together, or some property, or some, I don't know, investments or whatever, bro. This real life. So this is why a lot of guys can't leave women. A lot of guys can't leave women because they scared to pay child support. I'm keeping it real with you, G. It's real life, all right, fellas? But you need to understand, if you're going through all this shit, your fucking peace of mind and the clarity and focus you need to be an excellent top-tier man, this shit don't even matter anymore, bro. I'm going to be honest with you. You can figure it the fuck out. I'm going to keep it, you can, as a man, you can figure it the fuck out. But you cannot sacrifice your mental health, your fucking mindset, bro, your future, your productivity. All right, the focus, like I said, that you need, you can't sacrifice that for a woman just because of dependency. All right, now this is the last thing. A lot of men don't leave women because they blue pill as fuck. All right, guys, a lot of men don't leave women because they've been told the narrative, and they live the narrative that they should stay with a woman no matter what. And they should stick with a woman through anything. And once he chooses a woman, he should never leave that woman no matter what, because that's what his mama told him. That's what Disney movies told him. That's what Jaheim told him. That's what Usher told him. That's what Genuine told him. That's what Chris Brown told him. That's what Trey Songz told him. That's what he's been hearing every single day since the age of 3. That women are queens, and you should put them on a pedestal, and you should take all their bullshit, and you should accept all their mistakes, and you should never leave their ass cold out in the cold, because they just these fucking beautiful little precious little princesses. Yes, they are beautiful and precious, but sometimes you gotta get the fuck up, suck it up, and leave that bitch, bro. Okay, guys, too many guys watch too many Disney movies. All right, fellas, and you've been told this narrative that once you put a ring on a woman's finger, that there's no circumstance of where you should leave for. A lot of guys will even stay with women after they fucking cheat, bro. All right, guys. I gotta tell you this, bro. If a woman ever cheats on you, G, and that's why that wasn't even on the list. You notice how that wasn't on the list. Some of y'all thought that probably was gonna be on the list, bro. That's a obvious. Why do I even have to tell you that? But some guys will stay with women because there's a lot of guys say, well, there's no such thing as blue pill and red pill. Well, what's the difference between a man who stays with a woman when she cheats and a man who looks at a woman when she cheats and he like, bitch, Is you crazy? What's the difference? If there's no way, what do you call it then? All right, there's two different type of men. There's men who understand life and men who don't. Okay, guys, and the men who don't will stay with a woman even if she cheats. So if you're in this danger zone, fellas, if you're staying with this woman despite all this stuff because you lack abundance in options or you fear dealing with the fact that you may cry 100 nights in a row, or you dependent on this woman financially or emotionally, or you blue pilled as hell and you still believe the narrative that you should not leave this fucking woman despite how miserable you are with this woman, okay? Like I said, bro, I am not about to tell you just up and leave a chick just because her breath stank one day. All right, guys, or just because you don't like how she looked one day, or she ain't fucking make your sandwich correctly, bro. That's some OD'd alpha male bullshit. I'm not telling you that. What I'm telling you is there are certain scenarios, and there's a time and a place for everything. And sometimes, despite how much you love a chick, you might have to sacrifice that bitch, bro. You might have to. Keep it real with you, fellas. All right, I love relationships. I'm purple pill as fuck, G. I'm like the purple pill coach of YouTube, but I'm gonna tell you this. All right, fellas, I'm gonna tell you this. Sometimes you gotta leave that bitch. All right, fellas. Anyway, it's your boy KD, man. Thanks for tuning in. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe. And if you like the video, you got some value, share this with a homeboy. Hit the like button. I appreciate you guys again. It's your boy KD. We out here.